This is Dion Lewis now in his 9th NFL season. Lewis has the first down and then some. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Mariota to Lewis on the draw. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the second straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Mariota now from the 50. Going up top. And that will be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Foles and the Jags come up now first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big run by the big man Fournette. 44 yards on the ground. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Foles. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On second down, here's Fournette. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And into the red zone now, and Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points, so you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes, make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Jim. Hey, one.
Open man right side is Shark. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, his third touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. A 2nd down run with Lewis. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
It's just me and you.
Now Lewis here on first down. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Mariota going deep for Walker. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. But fortunately, he's able to and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change up momentum?
On 2nd down now, it's Lewis. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. On third down, it's Lewis. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on fourth down. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. This will be fielded at the 17. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that what
he would have kept it on the ground.
What we got? What we got?
To throw again on second down. Foles. It's complete to Chris Conley. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation.
Bang, 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 bang. Joker, 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 joker. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. And this Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on second and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal.
Great.
Now Foles. And he's got it. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DeAndre Washington, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Titans take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Mariota. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey. 3. Go Mike 50. Watch the run. Mike 50.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Mariota. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground. This time it's Martin. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's Foles. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
On 2nd down, it's Lewis. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Let's get it.
Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the 2nd level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up. Watch the eye. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Mariota going to give to Lewis. An agile move, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Mariota. Caught right side. It's Lewis. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The Titans on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a third and goal here. To throw Mariota. Open man is Davis. He's got it for the Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis as the first half is winding down as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point put through by Succop, and that will shave one more off this lead.
14.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
On 2nd and 10, Foles. Shark's got it left side. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Let's go.
Back to throw now on first down. That one complete. He finds Shark. Then he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook as time expires in the first half. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Now a pass hauled in downfield, and he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 44-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now.
And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his second touchdown of the night. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Mariota now. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Third and long here for Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Here's Brett Kern now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating...
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
By the Titans. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down. On first down, Lewis. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Derrick Henry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll run it again with Henry. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here we go,
Mariota to throw for it on fourth. A.J. Bouye, the fine cornerback, there to make the play defensively. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Brent Urban there to get him down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
What we got? Great. Double. Hey, check 24.
Mike, 54.
Hey, exit.
54.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
This is Lewis. They find some open field here. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. They'll run on first down. It's Lewis, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. On second down now, it's Lewis. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. On third down, Lewis. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Mike 50, Mike 50. One. Here we go, 50.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota towards the end zone for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for the rookie A.J. Brown there. And it's 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
We got it. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Hey.
One.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that will get him one closer. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Fournette, a first down carry. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
At the 42-yard line.
Check 50. Yes.
right there.
We go.
2nd and 5 now. Foles. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 57 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
This Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal.
Defense, let's go. No. Off. Shoot.
12. Both teams.
They get it to him running left. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. Leonard Fournette denied on 4th and goal. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Mariota sets up the screen to Lewis. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Alert flow, alert flow, alert flow. Hey, 50's the mic, 50.
Now Mariota on 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 17, and he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space there. They elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
13.
Watch safety 3.
They'll toss it to Fournette. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. A toss running left, Fournette. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra workouts just to keep up with you, so it doesn't matter. But thanks for sharing a booth, and thanks for being our quarterback.
Yeah, you're the quarterback. Always a pleasure, my friend. So for the Jags, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.